Hello, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel for Microsoft Intune interview question and answers. So this is the part 3 video. Before this I create two more videos on interview question and answer, part 1 and part 2. In both the videos I covered up 10 questions. So now this is the part 3 video for application deployment methods, how to deploy the application, how to troubleshoot it, and how we can check the reports for the application deployment. So let's get started with this. Now here is the question list which I will be covering up in in this video. Application deployment methods. What are the deployment methods we can use in Intune? How to create Intune package, how to deploy Intune Win32 app, how to deploy LOB application, which log you can check after the app deployment, application deployment troubleshooting, app deployment reporting, how you can check what are where the application was installed, what is the app protection policy, what is the app configuration policy, and how to wipe your application data from this end user device. So now let's move to the next slide. So now here is the question number 1, application deployment methods. So if we talk about the Windows, in Windows we use certain methods to deploy the app, but here is the two most popular features: a Windows app Win32 methods and the line of business. So these are two methods majorly used to deploy the application in Windows. Even certain times we used web link as well, and your Windows web link. For the Edge upgrade you can use the Microsoft Edge Windows version 77 and the later Windows Microsoft 365 app, and you can deploy the application from the app store app as well. So it depend on you which is the method is suitable in your company, or what are the process they are using. Now here is the iOS iPad. What are the methods we can use here? All is listed here, and for the Mac devices and for the Android. So now let's move it to the next question. So here is how to create the Intune package. So Intune package used to deploy Windows app in a Win32 app deployment. So if we want to use Win32 app deployment methods in Intune, you should convert your application into a Intune Win file, .intune win. To convert that package into a Intune.win, you should use the Win app utility exe. So you can download this app through the Microsoft GitHub site. This is the URL you can use. I will be pasting in the description, so you can download this Win app utility exe, and just double click and run it. Now give the folder path where you keep your application, then give the application name like npp.8.1.3 and then enter. Then give the output file where you want to save this package, and then the catalog, yes, and then given again the catalog folder. And when you put it the enter, that PowerShell this app Win app will convert your package into Intune Win file, and this package .intune.win will use to deploy your Win32 app. Then you have to import only this part, not this exe one. So you have to deploy this, you have to use this part. Now let me go for the third question, how to deploy the Intune Win32 apps. So now we are ready with the package, and now how we can deploy your Win32 app. So first thing, log into the Intune, then go to the apps. Under the apps you can go to the Windows, or you can directly click on the create app, then upload your Intune Win file which you converted, then configure the app like the name, company, URL, all these steps you have to fill it. Then configure the installation app. You have to mention your installation command line, uninstallation command line, and configure the app requirement, like you have to fill the requirements like in which OS this app will installed, or what are the RAM required, how much processor is required, how much free disk space is required. So such information will come under this category. Then once you go to the next, you have to mention the detection method as well. Like before installing this app, it will check the certain conditions, the detection method, whether this application is installed on that system or not, or you have any other detection method before installing, or any prerequisite to check before install your application. So that divided into two part, in a custom and the manual. So custom way, you need a PowerShell code where all these things are coded with the prerequisite or the checks in the PowerShell. If you use the manually, so which type of rule you need it? You can use the MSI, or you can use file or folder, or you can use the registry, and then finally you can configure the code. So you will be ready with your Win32 app deployment. So this is the short answer here. If you want more in depth, you can go back to my YouTube channel, go to the Intune tutorial. I explained there very well about the Intune Win32 app deployment. So it's a very brief deployment details in another video. This is just a short answer here. Now let us move it to the question number 4, how to deploy the LOB applications. So LOB applications do not require to convert your package into Intune.Win. That Intune.Win package only for when you deploy the Win32 app. So in LOB application, directly you can add the MSI file, but here you cannot deploy the exe. So only the MSI file format it will support, and the certain other file formats. So now here, as I showed you in the screen in question number 2, the app deployment method. So this is the line of business was one of the deployment methods in the Windows. So to create the LOB application, go to the app section. There click on the create app and select the line of business app. Once you select it, then it will ask for the app package file, and you can import the application which is in the MSI format. And once you've done this, go to the next app information page. In the app information page, fill all these required information, like the name, description, publisher, and the major thing is a command line. So this command line should be correct, or before adding here is the command line, you can manually test it whether your package is installing on a silent mode or not, and fill all these informations to create your LOB package. Once it's created, then you can assign it to any of the group wherever you would like to deploy it. Now question number 5, application deployment logs file. So once we deployed any application, what about the logs file? What are the logs file we can check for your application deployment? So this is the log file path, C drive program data, Microsoft Intune management extension, and the logs. In the screenshot you can see in the same. So in this path you can find out the Intune logs, which is this Intune management extension. Logs is used to track your application policies, your application deployment, either it's a success or failed, or anything you can track from this log related to your app deployment. And it contains the other thing as well. So this is only the one log which is used to check all these things through. If you deploy the patches, if you deploy the application, either it's a Win32 or it's a LOB application, or it's collecting the hardware, software inventory, or whichever action is running in your Intune management action will track everything. So you can check these logs. Now here is a download folder. So when you deployed any application, so first it will locally download on the user machine. So this is the path where your app will download locally. Now content IME, that is Intune management extension cache. Where is the cache? What is that? So you remember when we deployed it Win32 app, it was in a different format, file format, that is a .intune win file format. So that won't be supported by Windows, but it's supported in Intune. So once you create the app, you have to add intune.win extension, then the same file will reach to the device in the cache in the format of .intune win file, and then it automatically will convert to the actual package form, like the notepad++ 8.1.3.exe. then again it will convert it to back to your exe part. After that, after the conversion, Intune will run the command line for your the app installation with the exe name, and then it will install. So here is the path if you want to track that package is downloaded or not. Here is the one more thing is the registry key. If you would like to check the package deployment status with the registry key, so you can go here and check the registry key status. Now this is the logs detail here about the other logs like agent executor. So apart from this Intune management, we have 3 more logs in this folder. So agent executor is used to track your PowerShell script execution. Suppose you deployed any of the PowerShell script through Intune, so you can track with this agent executor log. Client health will track the client health status, whether your client is IME client is healthy or not, or the service is started or service is stopped, or your IME is working or not. So you can track with this log. Now let us move it to the next question. Application deployment troubleshooting. So how you can troubleshoot? In this here I showed you the logs file. This logs file only used for this troubleshooting. So again I mentioned the same thing. Open the Intune management extension.log from particular this path, and inside the log first you have to search the policy tag, and that policy tag will let you know the application policy reached to the devices or not. And inside this tag you can see the app deployments, all these details like app command line, installation command line, your what time it will installed, or what are the operating system is required, what are the OS type is 32 or the 62-bit, or the RAM hard disk is required or not. So all these information you can check inside the policy. After checking this, to troubleshoot your app, then search with the Win32 app hashtag, and here you will track you can see the application application triggered for the installation, or it's downloading, and like the installation status or the installation field status. So you will track under this hashtag. And here is I mentioned the few of the exit codes which you can see inside this Win32 app, like the 70 is used for successfully installed or uninstalled, the 10 is initialized, 20 is download in the production, 25 is the pending download or retry, 30 is download failed, 40 is download completed. So all these exit code you can see inside this log IME Microsoft Intune management extension. So from here you can start your troubleshooting. Now here is the app deployment reporting, how you can check the report status once you deploy your app. So usually your management will ask the report, what is this app deployment status report. So once you deploy the app, after that again you need to search the app name, click on the app, and under the overview section you have the details for your package deployment, like how many devices this app installed on how many devices, or it's got not installed, or it's failed, or install pending, or not applicable. So you have the dashboard here. Here the dashboard into 2 parts, like the device and the user. So if you deployed the device, obviously the user will be there for the installation, and you will get the 2 status here. And but this is the useful to give the report, used only the device status report. And now if you need the device name where it installed, or it got failed, or it got pending, then you have to click on the device install status. So here is the device install status. Click here, you will get the device name as well, as I shows here. This is the device name and it got status is installed. So this notepad 8.1.2 application, that's device installation status is success on this device. If it has got field, then under the status it mention a field or install pending or any other status. So you can pull this report. Now what is app protection policy? So basically app protection policy, that's called APP, rule that rule ensure your organization data remains safe or contained in the managed app. So basically this app protection policy deployed only Intune deployed application. So what does it mean, Intune deployed application? So which application deployed through your Intune console, you can protect that application with your app protection policy. So that policy will be make sure your data will not be leakage. Like I can give you the one example. In your mobile you have WhatsApp and you have the Teams. So suppose if you have any document on the Teams, so you cannot share on the Teams to WhatsApp. So app protection will be provided to send your data from company app to the other social app or the any other apps. So it will provide it. It's not allowed to send. So it will create a like a wall, so the data leakage will not be happen. So mobile application management map app protection policy allow you to manage and protect organization data within the within an application. So you have the application Teams or the Outlook, your email. So email data you cannot share with your the personal email, or that attachment you cannot saved. You can save into the device, but only in the company inside the company policy applied. But you cannot send that file to your personal email ID or the or any other thing like GitHub or Google Drive. So you cannot upload that file, because app protection policy will protect your company deployed app. So many productivity apps such as a Microsoft apps can managed by the Intune MECM. So majorly in the company we're using the Microsoft Office app, like I told you, the Teams or the email, like the Outlook. So that application can be protected with the application protect, so it will secure your data. Now what is the app configuration policy? So app configuration policy can help you to eliminate the app setup problem by letting you assigning the configuration setting to a policy that assigned to the end user before they run the app. So basically this policy will be the make sure what the app protection policy you have deployed on the end user device is working well, or this is like eliminate the app setup problem. So when the app is set up, if there is any problem, it will let you know. So we have the two types of app configuration profiles, like the managed device. You can create a configuration profile. So under this you will be having the certain options, how you want to manage the app, or how you want to install your application on the end user device. So there will be two categories: managed device, managed app. So here in the managed device, this option is especially used when you have the enrolled device into Intune. So especially refer to apps deployment by Intune on the enrolled device. So this configuration can be deployed only when your device enrolled into Intune. This is like a managed device configuration policy. Now here is the certain scenario I mentioned where you can create your the managed device configuration policy, like when you have a only allow work or school accounts. If you have added your work or school account in your the computer, then it will work. Account setup configuration setting, general app configuration setting, and MECM configuration setting. So these are the scenario where you can use the managed app, managed device. And here is the managed app. The device enrollment by the especially refer to the app configured with and the Intune app protection policy on the device regardless of this Intune enrollment state. So in the managed app doesn't even care if the device is enrolled into Intune or not, but you can deploy this managed app configuration policies even if your device is not enrolled to the Intune. So here is the certain scenarios like general app configuration setting or MECM configuration setting or advanced app protection setting, which extend the capability offered by the app protection policies. I know this is a bit tough to understand, but that is what it is. Now let's move it to the question number 10, last question: how to wipe a application data from the device. Now once you've done all these things like app deployment, all these things, you learn it, and suppose you or any of the user is leaving the organization and you wipe the data from his device, how you can do that? So you have the features. This feature is used to wipe company data from the user device. So go to the apps. Under the app section you will be seeing the app selective wipe. Just click on that and create a wipe request. So once you click on the wipe request, this window will open, and here give the username from where you want to remove all data in the sense company data. Select the user and just create it. Then from here one job will run and it will reach to the device and it will wipe all these data from this device, and then we are good. Then it will be a new device. So guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you like all these questions, and I will be coming up with this part 4 video with some new topic, and I hope so this information is useful for you. So keep watching this video, share with your friends, like it, and yeah, thank you. So thank you, see you soon in my next video.